Hello, we are group 2. My name is Ariza Alfa and the other member's name is Baranzi. So today we'll be explaining about London Theatre, and these are our discussions today. That is started from what was the first London Theatre, and then the timeline or the development of Shakespeare Globe, time to time, and how Shakespeare's plays were performed in the theatre.
The first London theatre. The theatre was the first English theatre that later became the Globe Theatre. This theatre was built by James Burbage in 1576.
So we are jumping into the timeline or the development of Shakespeare Globe time to time. So it started when James Burbage built the first London theatre in 1576 in Southwark in the city of London. And then the theatre was deconstructed and was rebuilt across the Thames River, and it was because of the landowners didn't want to renew the lease. And in the next year, in the 1599, the theatre was rebuilt and renamed the Globe Theatre. And during 17th century, the Globe Theatre had its ups and downs, from being destroyed by the Puritans and London Fire. So in 1613, a fire cannon destroyed the theatre during the Henry VIII performances, and in 1614 the theatre was elaborated on the same spot. In 1644, the Puritans destroyed the theatre because they believed that plays were immoral and caused chains. And in 1666, the London fire swept all the traces, and after 14 years, the theatre was reopened for performances, and it was rebuilt on the same area with the same materials as the original building.
Shakespeare and the Globe Theatre. Shakespeare performed of his plays at the Globe Theatre. He owned 10% of the theatre. The Globe Theatre shape was round and could accommodate 2,000 people. To avoid audience from jumping off the stage was built for 1.7 meter high. Performance that mostly Shakespeare plays began around 2 p.m. after lunch, but while the sun still bright. The plays were announced by a flag being raised on the top of the theatre, a white flag for comedy and black flag for tragedy. The play would begin with 3 trumpet blasts. The stage present was indicated with the ceiling and the under of the stage. The ceiling of the stage areas indicate the heaven. That's why it was painted with sun, moon, and stars. The trapdoor was the area called hell, that is used for special effects such as ghosts coming and going.
So that is all our explanation about London Theatre. Thank you.